Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in if you're watching on replay. So this is a continuation of Tom the Turtle that I bought from Amazon, and I started it in my last live. So we'll see how much I get done today. So just doing his body, flippers, his head, and then basically it's just the background, which is all blue. So using tweezers again, really getting used to using these things. So it's going to be pretty quiet until people start coming in. I tend to just concentrate on the diamond painting if nobody's in and talking. So the idea of these lives is just to get to know other diamond painters. Might get some people dropping in that don't know what diamond painting is and never seen it before. So it gives them an idea of what it is. Basically, you're building a picture up of little pieces of plastic, basically. These ones are a bit different. They're called special drills. They have a silver base and they are clear. So they look like glass, but they're actually plastic. But normal diamond painting drills are a solid colour. So they call these ones special drills, and they don't line up in straight lines. Normal drills do. So these are a bit random. Makes it a bit easier because you don't have to be too precise with the placing of them. And it's quite easy to slide them over if they get in the way of each other. So this surface that I'm putting them on is coated in glue. So when you put them down, they stick. So the actual drills aren't sticky. It's the canvas that is. Oops. So I don't know if many people will drop in. Hi Chantel. This is early Sunday for a lot of people. So it's the Sunday after the night before, so some people may be having a long lie. Chantel isn't. How are you, Chantel? How's things? How's the Etsy store doing? Yep, that's it. As long as you're here, Chantel, nothing else matters. And you've got internet. Yeah, I'm okay. Still got a bit of my problem with my throat. I don't know. It's just sort of hanging there. I feel like I've got a sore throat today. My voice has been kind of rough for a couple of weeks. So I don't know what's happening with that. But apart from that, I'm fine. Oops. How's the weather over there today? Starting to cool down in Copenhagen now. Summer has well and truly gone. We went to Tivoli yesterday. It's an amusement park in Copenhagen. It's actually the custom that I'm doing. I don't know if you've seen it, Chantal. The one with the big pumpkin. Food is a lot better than it was, but last night I had some twinges in one. I don't know if you know that it ended up spreading to 2 feet. I had problems with both my feet, but the new medication is definitely helping. I go up again with the medication on Wednesday, so I got up to 300 milligrams. I started off with 100 for a month, and then went up to 200. I have to stay on that for 2 weeks, so that'll be Wednesday. Then I go up to 300, and I just stay on 300 for good. So I'm hoping that once I get up onto 300, it completely stops everything. So Tivoli opened their annual Halloween display yesterday, so that's why we went. We were having a look around. They've got about 10,000 pumpkins in the park for their Halloween display. And they put up a lot of different buildings and stuff, all Halloween themed. Pretty cool place. So we went round there, had a beer, went for a walk around, and then went for lunch. When do you start getting snow, Chantal? I take it you do get snow if you're in the hills. I don't think we'll see. I mean, last year I don't think we saw any what I would call reasonable amount of snow. I don't think we'll get any this year either. But we're low down. We're on Zealand, which is an island, and we really don't have any high areas. So we're slightly above sea level, surrounded by seawater, so we don't really get that much snow. You do get snow. I'm sure I've asked you this before, Chantal, I just can't remember. Because I remember talking to you and saying, like, how do you get out if you have really bad snow when you live up in the hills? I think you said that you make sure you've got provisions. We don't have to worry too much about that. Our nearest supermarket is 3 minutes, a 3-minute walk. So it doesn't matter how deep the snow would be, we would still make it. But as I said, we really don't get any snow. Tiny amount. Get that many time. All right, okay. So it just goes from summer to winter, just like that. It's a little bit like that here. We have a lot of cyclists. We have, I can't remember, trying to remember the numbers now. Something like 1.5 million bicycles in Copenhagen. People cycle everywhere. And they go from summer clothes, shorts and t-shirts to scarves and gloves from one day to the next. It seems to change really fast. And they cycle in the snow as well. They cycle in all weather, rain, hail, snow, thunder and lightning, anything. You'll still see people cycling. You have a whole network of bicycle lanes in Copenhagen. They even have traffic lights for the bicycles. It's very well integrated. Most people cycle if they're going into the city because it's really hard to find places to park. There's a lot of one-way systems and it's expensive. So people who work in the city tend to cycle in or get public transport, but you see thousands, no, it's not hundreds, thousands of cyclists pass our apartment every day. Hi, Carly. Hi, Hazel. Cycling in the snow can be dangerous. Yeah, it can be dangerous. Actually, I've never seen anybody fall off the bike. That's the thing that I don't get because they're just using normal tires. They don't put on spiky tires or anything like that. And even though it doesn't snow that much now, it does get pretty cold. So there's a high risk of ice. But they have little sort of tractor things that go around all the bicycle lanes putting down salt to stop any water from freezing. And they're really vigilant about that. You know when it's going to be cold when you start to see these little tractors going up and down the bicycle lanes. They start putting it down like before the cold weather gets here. How are you, Hazel? Haven't spoke to you for a while. And Carly, are you working, Carly? You doing a Sunday shift? Being a dedicated employee, working for free on a Sunday? You've seen people fall off bikes in snow? Really? No. I mean, I've seen them cycling in the snow and never seen anybody fall off, which I found weird because you think cycling on two wheels in the snow just doesn't sound like a good idea. But as I said, we don't really, it isn't that deep. And those little tractors that go up and down, they've got little snow plows on them just in case it does get to anything. I mean, I'm sure people do, but I haven't seen anybody fall off. In Belgium, snow will slightly melt then. Right, okay, so yeah, I'll get that. But that's why they put the salt or whatever it is they put down. And they do go back and go over it regularly. They don't just do it once and leave it. You see these little things going up and down a lot. Cool. So what's the weather like where you are, Hazel? We'll get a weather report from Belgium next. Hi Lou, thanks for dropping in. Good morning, is it? What time is it? 3:32 p.m. in Copenhagen. It's actually starting to get slightly dark already. Ed. Hi, Ed. How's the new storage system going? We've been getting rain, so okay, Hazel's getting rain. Can't wait for it to get cold. This is my wife's favourite time of year, the fall or autumn as we call it. All the leaves are starting to change now. Looks really nice. But we tend not to get snow until maybe January. January, February seems to be the coldest. Oh, that drill disappeared. January, February seem to be the coldest months, yeah. What about you, Ed? What's the weather like? A couple of sneaky ones there. Okay, I think that was all the sevens. I don't know the small, just the standard size that hold 1,000. Okay, next. 8, I think. Slightly bigger green. Why am I not seeing that people are coming in? Is Mike here? Oh yeah, I see it. I've got the not flexible, what was it? The adjustable stand for the camera is in the way of the comments, just the way that everything's set up. So I'm having to sort of duck past it to see. Hi, Mike. That person, I don't know if they've been in touch with you, Mike. The person that was asking about Tivoli at Halloween. It's actually a customer of yours. She said that she's been getting customs from you for, I forget how long, a lot longer than me anyway. And I can't remember her name offhand. But she was interested in getting Tivoli at Halloween. Not offended by being called Caroline. I respond to a lot of names. Yeah, that's one of the nicer names that Carly's called. Apparently, my government name is a difficult one for people. Yeah, you said that to me, Carl. That's why I don't even try and say it. You just said just Carly is fine, so I can say Carly. No, not yet. I'm going to set them up. Okay. Yeah, it's just the fact she sent me some pictures. No, I'm trying. I was only talking to her last night, but I was doing other stuff at the same time. One of them was a German Shepherd, like a close up of a German Shepherd, and I can't remember what the other one was. but they were pretty cool. But she said she's bought a few customs off of you, Mike. So hopefully she'll get in touch. She must like a challenge if she's wanting to do that Tivoli one. This is Tom the turtle. He's going to be Cheeky Panda's best friend. When I started this one, Mike, in my last live, Angie was in and Christopher came in, and then we were talking about naming the turtle, and I said maybe we should call him Tom the turtle, and Christopher thought that was an excellent idea. I was sort of half waiting on you coming in, so we could take a vote on it, but I've just decided it's Tom the turtle. I'm sure Angie's going to be delighted when she finds out. So this one was from Amazon, and it came with a frame, which is pretty cool. You have another Heavenly design as well, 239 colours. Yeah, a lot of small amounts. That's the thing, that the more colours you've got, the less you've got of each colour. So the chances are you won't need anything that holds a lot. But I think you've seen what I'm using, Ed. I'm using the cases, and they have 80 Tic Tac boxes in each case. So they have more cases. They've got like a net in the lid where you can store bits and pieces. They zip closed, and the main thing is they have a foam insert. So every container goes into a slot. So when you open the lid and take one out, they don't fall over or slide about or anything. They stay in the same place, and that to me is well worth it. I mean, I used the 64 cases, like the basic ones, for a while, a long time. And then I saw the cases, but they were for the round containers for quite a while. And then I just stumbled upon them for Tic Tacs. I think they come in 3 different sizes. The biggest one is 80. So I went for that because the one that I'm working on at the moment has 8, not this, obviously. The Tivoli Halloween has 8 to 9 colours. The Hoverfly before that had 90 colours, so one case wasn't enough. Yeah, Chantel agrees. Tom is an excellent name for this turtle. Tom the Turtle. Go back to that having an earth design. What else was it you said? Kitting out with Tic Tacs since a lot of small amounts. Figured I can use 8 large ones and 231 small ones. You need to post a picture of that, Ed, when you've got it set up. I've never seen that many colours. The most I've had is 90. I've had that in 2, I think, so far. Okay, I noticed that I missed 117. That's handy, I dropped one. Just noticed it. sign. Oh no, there's another one. I see another one. Both of them next to me in the couch, so the cases are almost too big. Right. Got to try and use up some spares, so it'll be a while. Plus I need to get some more small Tic Tacs. Yeah, I like using the Tic Tacs. I mean, I know a lot of people don't, but I like them. But that's the thing, it's everybody needs to find out what suits them. That's why I've got various containers, because I tried different containers and finally settled on these Tic Tac cases. They're just perfect for me. And Tammy likes them as well, so I got them for her. So we've got 4 cases between us. I doubt if Tammy's ever going to use 2, but I've just got it anyway. It means if I go crazy, I've got 3 cases of 82 that I can use. I don't know if I've missed any other comments. I don't think so. So hopefully this won't take too long. I'm getting close to finishing the Tivoli at Halloween. I did another section this morning. I've got 3 sections left. I think I'll maybe have them finished by Tuesday. And then I'll be prepping up for the next one, which has 20 colours. So I'm going from 8 to 9 colours down to 20. May as well do the eye, I think. Order a Josephine Wall from Diamond Painting. Yeah, I had a look at them, Carly, but I'm trying to get away from the confetti for a while. I've still got another custom to do, and that is Confettiville again. But I've got quite a lot of things coming up that I want to do, so it's going to be a while before I get to that one. And by a while, it could be a year, I don't know. But I've got 2 Christmas ones that I really want to get done before Christmas. And I don't know if you saw the unboxing that I did of the Homecraftology Beginner's Bundle. I ordered it in square and round because I wanted to compare them. So I've got quite a lot to do with them. It's 6 kits in total. And then I've got another Homecraftology on its way. Just got shipped. I think it was Friday. I got a message saying it had been shipped. That's a bit bigger, a bit different from anything else I've done. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing that one. Okay. And you can see this, but the drills that I've got in this bag. Got them and them. And it only actually needs 7 black drills for the eye. The black drills are just black. They aren't. They don't have the silver backing or anything. They don't look like glass. They're just black. And they're smaller than normal drills, so they're no good for anything. And then 6. I've got 1 drill, and they gave me this. That's true. That's true, Carly. At least I hope they will. But I want to I want to do all of them and compare them to each other and compare them to the Amazon one that I sort of ended up unboxing or unenveloping. I had been planning to do that as a separate video, but it was just sitting there and I thought I may as well just do it now because I wanted to show the difference in the canvas. That's quite cool. It's really shiny for me anyway. Yeah, I wanted to show the difference between the new Homecraftology canvas and the sort of normal what you get with most of the kits that are small and they're rolled up like Amazon, or folded I should say. The Homecraftology kits are much, much, much better. What am I doing now? I've got all these bags left. Ones, twos, fives, ones, twos, fives. I've got a 4 bag and I can't see any 4s. That's weird. There must be some somewhere. Oh yeah, I see them. Okay. Do the 2s, I think, the bigger ones. Yeah, the one that I'm going to do next isn't that big. I can't remember the size. Just check. Gems flow. .45 by 25 is the next one, and it has 20 colours. Have you done Cheeky Panda yet, Ed? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try doing them one with each hand. I don't think that would work out very well. The right hand one might be okay. So I want to do that's what we'd call a small one. And then I want to do the Diamond Dots Winter Wonderland that I still haven't added to my gems flow. So I can't remember what size that is, but it is big. I'll look it up. Diamond Dots Winter Wonderland. It's in inches. 24 inches by 35.4 inches. Oh, you're still waiting to receive it. Doesn't matter. It's quite big. But it is a partial, so I don't know how much it is just printed. I know it's the sky, but there are a lot of trees and stuff, so the actual sky space isn't massive. But obviously it'll help speed things up when I don't have to actually do anything. So I'm hoping to get that finished before Christmas. If I get that done, I'm probably going to do the Homecraftology one that I'm waiting on. And it is, I think I put that in. 80 by 60. 80 by 60 square drills. So that'll take a bit of time. But not a lot of confetti. Has anybody done a diamond painting from the German site? What is it again? Is it Diamond Painting Deutschland or something? Yeah, Diamond Painting Deutschland. Has anybody ever got anything from them? What about you, Ed? You like to see? You seem to like a challenge with all these Heaven and Earth designs. Have you bought anything off of them yet? You see that skill with the tweezers there? Does anybody use tweezers to do most of their placing? Or do you just use them to pick up drop drills? You've been considering it, still have so many to do. The amount of colours are kind of freaking me out. They have to have nearly all my storage cases free. Yeah. It's like Ed said though, you have a lot of colours, but it'll mean you don't have a lot of any one. Unless it's got a black background. You just need to make sure you've got enough containers. I like to get all my drills prepped in containers before I start. I know that some people would just work, no silver backing on that one. Some people would just work a few at a time and just keep topping up the container. I don't like to do that. I like to spend the time, get them all prepped, and then once I start, that's it. Not from them, have a bunch of Heaven and Earth designs to last me a while. Yeah, I think any Heaven and Earth design will last a while. I've got one that I need to actually start thinking about doing, considering I bought a tablet so that I could use Pattern Keeper, and the I powered up the tablet, I charged it, had a little mess about with it, and then it's just sat there and done absolutely nothing since I got it. So I really should start that Heaven and Earth designs, but I've got quite a few things that I want to do before that. So I can see it being 2023 before that one even sees the light of day. I've got more coming. How many have I got now? I've got 4 on the way, and I've got 40. It says 41, but there's some I haven't put in. I think it's maybe about 45 in my stash, as they call it. So one of the companies that I did an unboxing for a little while back got back in touch with me and asked me if I'd be interested in doing more. So I've got another 3 coming from them, and that was One Day Saving. I did an unboxing for them a little while back. Oops. I'm getting used to this now with these, that they're just sort of randomly placed, not put in rows and lines. I think when I did, was it Cheeky Panda I did, and I started seeing gaps and I thought I can fit a drill in that space, so I started filling in the gaps a bit. I'm not doing that anymore because I've realised it's just part of the effect, the gaps. Just seems kind of weird when you've been so used to getting the drills as tight together as possible, and then suddenly you're working and there's big gaps everywhere. Coffee coaster. Oh, you're right, Carla, you're right. You've got a good memory. It was a coffee coaster, which I still haven't sealed. I'm going to use aqua glue, which I do have. It's not that I don't have it, it's here, but I just haven't got around to it. I liked that coaster. I thought they were much better quality than I expected. Decent weight to them. Okay, looks like it's 5s now. No, some 2s. Does anybody else do many special drills? I think I still prefer square, like square drill diamond paintings. Still my favourite. But these make a little change. I saw the phone light up. Yeah, I think there is definitely enough pink in that. That's a Diamond Art Club. I've never seen that one before. Am I allowed to show it or is it a secret? If you start your heaven and earth, I found it working a section of 3 10x10 sections across and 2 down. Fit on. Right, okay, that's handy to know. Fit on the tablet screen, and it's very manageable. Right, okay, thanks for that tip, Ed. Yeah, that's true, Carly. It's definitely a break. I can show it. Okay, so this is what Carly's working on for Angie's event. A little bit of pink in that. So you're using multiplacers? No, actually, it's not quite as straightforward. I notice there's a few different colours in there. It's not just pink. Angie knows, okay. Well, definitely pink. My Tivoli Halloween's got pink. You can see it now. Took a while though, but there is pink in it. Okay, any more twos? Let's see one. Another one. Oops. And another one. Okay, I think that's the twos done. We'll do the fives. 12 bags. Okay. I hope you're not cheating. I hope you're single placing them. Disappointed, Carly. I've been using a metal 4-placer on White Tiger for 3865. I noticed if I work it from left to right vertically, it works better than right to left. I don't know. It's not something I'm going to worry about. I don't plan to use multiplacers. I managed to do an 80 by 100 that had 350 bags of 310, and I single placed all of them. So everything else is a breeze. I notice vertically works better for me than horizontally. It also depends on how well I can see the left side of the multiplacer. Yeah, you're right-handed, so I would imagine you're looking at the left-hand side. It's like when I'm doing square drills, all I look at is the bottom left-hand corner of the square. And I just aim the square for that corner. You don't need to look at it. I mean, if that bit is right, the rest of it's going to be okay. It's getting them straight, I think, is the problem that people have trying to place them straight. But they do turn and things. You put them down straight, and then you look back, and they've sort of twisted a bit. It doesn't matter if you're doing the checkerboard, or even just if you put the other drills in around it, it'll push it into the right orientation. I feel like people get really hung up on that about square drills being straight. If they're in the box, they're right. Simple as that. Put the box in the box, or put the square in the box. That's it. That's all you have to do. Found I prefer 310 over 3865. See less gaps. No, that's, I don't know. I mean, I've had some diamond paintings where there's been a gap in the squares. All of them. Like, the canvas is just, the squares are just slightly too big on the canvas for the actual drill size. But again, once you've got it up in the wall, it looks absolutely fine. It's, you really don't need to get too hung up on that thing. The main thing for me is the edges of the picture, getting them nice and straight so everything looks right. If the edges look squint and wavy, it makes it look squint and wavy. But if the outside border is relatively straight, squint and wavy inside it doesn't really, you don't notice it. Again, people seem to forget that diamond paintings aren't designed to be looked at from like 6 inches away. Yeah, that's right. Turn off light pad, it makes a huge difference. But more than that, if you hang them or put them wherever they're going to go and then just stand at a normal viewing distance, you're never going to see it. I've actually got one that I deliberately did not put a drill in. It's the Little Tin Soldier by Diamond Art Club. I've got that hanging up, and I deliberately did not put one drill in. You can't see it. You just can't see it. And that's a whole drill that's missing, so you won't get any bigger gaps than that. Okay, what am I going to do? 5. I missed a 5, Carly, you know, told me. And then I forgot where it was. It's there somewhere. No, I found it. You wonder how you can miss them when they're that big. Another thing about light pads is when you put drills down, I've got slight tabs, like little plastic bits sticking out. When you put it down on top of a light pad, you can really see those little bits that stick out. If you don't have the light pad on, you don't notice them as much, and you can quite easily put drills in where there's a little bar that's pushing it, and you just don't see it. And then you start to find further along that you're having problems getting things lined up. Left bottom corner. I say top. Bottom left. Oh, well spotted. I thought you were talking about the square drills. I do that a lot. I find it I just completely miss a colour in one area like that. And it's like there's a whole cluster of them, and for some reason I just never saw them. So that was 4 of them. Okay, hopefully that's it. Can't really read. Well, you can read them well enough. Or did you just notice it looked kind of bare up in that corner? What else have I missed up there? Nothing. Okay, what was I going to do? I missed another one. I'm not doing well with the 5s. I need 1, so I'll pour out 12. Okay, if there are, and another one. That's it. If there are any more, they're getting done at the very end. Okay, I think it's all small ones now. I think I'll do the 1s. Well, it was a good guess. This one's not going to be as easy because this is the small circles. But there are a lot of 1s. They look like that. So this is the watery background. So was anybody up to anything interesting yesterday, Saturday? Oh. We went to Tivoli. They opened their annual Halloween display. So we go to that every year. So we went for a walk around there, had a beer, looked at all the pumpkins, all the little Halloween decorations and haunted houses and all that sort of stuff. And the pumpkin competition, didn't manage to see the one that won it. It was they have a competition every year to see who can grow the largest pumpkin. So they have these guys who are obsessed by growing pumpkins, try to get them as big as possible to win the competition at Tivoli. They had 10 this year, but the television crew was there and they were interviewing the guy in front of his pumpkin, so we couldn't really get a decent picture. I did take a picture. You can see the side of it, and then you can see all the rest of them. They're pretty big pumpkins. I don't know if it'll show up well on camera here, but I'll try it. So these are the pumpkins. This is Hotel Nim in the background. And then they've got a little house sort of thing in the background there. It's got like a door and windows. So the biggest pumpkin is here, but the guy was standing, he's just off to the side, being interviewed by the television, doing a live television thing. So this is them in weight order. Even though this one looks bigger than that one or that one was heavier. It's by weight, it's not by size. So you can see we had a nice day, nice blue skies. It's another little sort of display thing. The sign there, it's got broomsticks in that middle bit that you probably can't make out. And it says broom parking. I need to look at it, I can't remember. Yeah. Broom parking, maximum 2 full moons instead of maximum 2 hours. So got the brooms. So they have a lot of things where they have pumpkins. They have about 10,000 pumpkins in the place. It's another sort of display bit. So it's all this sort of thing. And then they had a nice little rat. They had this one. It'd be better that way maybe. They sell all these Halloween things. And what else? That's Copenhagen City Hall, which is just outside Tivoli. The sun was shining on it. I just thought it was a nice picture. That's where Tammy and I got married, in Copenhagen City Hall. Yeah, they are pretty big. But the display will be there for, I can't remember when it finishes. I'll probably go back in and take some more pictures. Those were just, I mean, we only went just for basically a walk around. But I might go back in. In fact, I might go back in and do some video. I haven't made up my mind. So these guys compete. I'm sure it's probably the same guys every year that are competing, trying to grow the largest pumpkin. Last year's was a new record. I can't remember the weight though. I think it was 900 and something kilos. It was a new Danish record. That one's not right. Oh, that's another one. The silver's on the top instead of the bottom. Where is Tinker at? I don't know. Okay, you can see I missed comments. I almost bought another diamond painting. You're meant to be on a no buy, Ed. I saw a video from Diamond Painting Dog Dad that he unboxed from Amazon of an elephant. I resisted and just put it on my Christmas list. Okay. No, I actually just added. I've only got one thing that I wanted to put on my Christmas list, so I did that last night. If I've been a good boy, and Santa does deliver it, you should start to see some new stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Got to keep people interested. So you were building a kennel, Carly. Put together a kennel outside dog cage thing. Yeah, outside dog cage thing. That's a good description of a kennel. For my sister's dog, but the dog very nosy and stuck her snout. Yeah, that's typical. You end up tripping over them. Oops. You can tell I'm concentrating when I go quiet. So they'll have the Halloween display. Can't remember when it finishes, and then Tivoli closes down for a bit, and then they set up their Christmas display that has over 1 million Christmas lights. So they set up the Christmas display, and then they open the gates again. So I'll probably go back in again and take some pictures, maybe take some video. It's a really nice place to walk around. Yeah, that sounds like a very energetic day, Carly, throwing a ball. Did you not think about just closing the door and keeping the dog inside? Would that not have been easier? There again, you can't see what it's wrecking if it's inside. So you're going to do a diamond painting custom of a picture of the dog at some point, do you think? Yeah, it's probably a good idea not to let the dog free roam. I said what happened with my Doberman pup. Totally ripped up the carpet that was in the kitchen. I had to buy a new one after I moved out. So has everybody seen Squid Game now? I noticed that they're starting to do diamond paintings of Squid Game. You're not going to watch it, Carly. Just like to be a rebel. When we started watching it, Tammy wasn't impressed at all for about the first, I don't know, 20 minutes. And then we ended up watching an episode every night. I liked it. I thought it was good. Something a bit different. We did that with Game of Thrones. I think everybody had Squid Game. I actually read something on the internet. The guy that wrote it, I think it was 10 years ago or something. He ended up having to actually sell his computer because he was so poor, and it's became the number one Netflix show in, I can't remember how many countries, like a lot of countries. It is the big thing right now, Squid Game. I would recommend watching it. It isn't in English though. It's in Korean, but you get English subtitles or you get English overdubs. And that's what we watched. It was English voices, but it's actually Korean, the original. But I'm used to watching the Bruce Lee kung fu movies, so I'm used to the lip sync being out. But it actually wasn't that bad compared to some I've seen. I mean, it's I'm trying to remember 6 or 7 episodes. Each episode lasts, I think some are just over an hour. Most of them are under an hour. It became Netflix drugs. What do you mean by that? Well, everybody's addicted to it. Well, it's only 6 or 7 episodes. I mean, it's not like Star Trek that we're watching. And there's like 26 episodes in every season, and there's, I forget how many seasons, and then there's Star Trek, then Voyager, Deep Space Nine, all the spin offs. We're trying to work our way through that just so we can say we've done it. Yeah, I mean, well, there's always something, isn't there? But I mean, it is different, I would say, which I like. I like that. Like The Matrix. When The Matrix came out, I thought that movie was just really something different. And then after The Matrix appeared, you get all the movies that have got the same special effects. And all I see is The Matrix every time I see them. It's hard to come up with original ideas. I mean, I wouldn't say that Squid Game was original, really. I mean, I'm sure there's been quite a few things based on it. The one that I was thinking about was Hunger Games. I mean, that was basically a thing where people, it was a challenge and then people died who lost. So It's not a new theme, but I thought some of the tests were pretty clever. Yeah, 26. Star Trek seems to be 26. 26 episodes per season. I still haven't watched any Star Wars movies. But we were going to do it, and then we decided we were going to watch all of the original Star Trek, which we've done. Now we're watching Captain Jean-Luc Picard. We decided we're going to go through the whole back catalogue of Star Trek. Well, Star Trek and the spin-offs. Yeah, fandoms. That's it. If something makes money, make more of it. That's how it works. And then if you think of a story, go back. Like Star Wars, think of a story, go forward, and then realise you're running out of plot. So go back to before the first one and do another load and make toys. It's gone very quiet. I don't know who's still here. What is everybody doing? Are you diamond painting? Yeah. It doesn't take much to get the innuendos started on Angie's. These symbols are tiny. Working on a white tiger. I hope you're wearing your sunglasses, Ed. Ed's going to go snowblind working on that. Yeah, I don't know. I just had a rush of blood to the head when I decided to get that Heaven and Earth Designs. I thought that's quite cool. Get a totally blank canvas. It'll be like doing cross stitch all over again. And then I got it, and then I sort of started to really think about it. And then I heard about that Pattern Keeper app. I'm glad I found out about that. Sitting doing counted diamond painting could be quite a struggle. So I think that'll be my one and only Heaven and Earth Designs. But I know they started selling them with pre-printed canvases, but I think it's only some of them. Is that right? Yeah, I don't think I would have enjoyed that either, Ed. Okay, it's a challenge, but I like the Pattern Keeper app. The fact that you can see what you've done and it tells you the percentage and that sort of stuff. You feel as if you're getting somewhere. I need to actually charge up that. I can't even remember what make it is. I just looked for a cheap tablet that would run it. So I probably need to charge it up and install any updates. Because I prefer to work on like one picture at a time. I mean, these small ones are okay. It's easy just to put them out the way somewhere, but the bigger ones, trying to find somewhere to put them, keep them flat and keep them clean. I prefer just to have the one that I'm working on the desk all the time. Oh, you still need to buy the beads? Oh, okay. I thought maybe they were now supplying beads since they were printed. So they keep making business then. So you buy the pre-printed thing, you buy the design for it, the key, and then you have to buy the drills. You looked at the pre-printed ones, but with shipping, I didn't go for it. Yeah, we were talking about shipping, I think, in the last live that I did. Shipping is becoming a main factor when it comes down to cost. Okay, I haven't looked on the site for a long, long time because I know I'm not going to get anything else until I do the little matchstick girl. As I said, I'll be lucky if I do that in 2022. I really don't think I will. I've got so much stuff. And then it's a really hard slog to just do that and nothing else. How long have you been working on that tiger, Ed? And what percentage have you got done? You don't need the pattern with preprint. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, are they? Okay. I had to pay VAT twice. Oh, seriously. With my latest Etsy order because Etsy didn't electronically deliver the data needed. Etsy refuses to refund VAT. That's nice of them. Yeah. Well, I don't know what happened to that CD that I was talking about. A friend of mine started his own music business, and he sent me a CD of one of the artists that he manages, and Danish Customs stopped it, contacted me, asked me for a copy of the invoice, and I told them that I didn't buy it. It was a gift from a friend who started a music business, and he just wanted me to hear one of the new artists. So I didn't actually buy it. So they said that he has to get in touch with them and confirm it was a gift and still give them a value for the CD. So he did that, and we're now, I think we're way past a month, and we've never heard anything back. I think the CD will end up back in England. I think they'll just send it back. And it was going to cost me, I think it was £18.50 in UK money to get it, which is more than it's actually worth. So that didn't go too well. $44.39. Oof, you're flying through that. Yeah. Yeah, I bought some handmade guitar plectrums quite a while back. They're made out of wood, different types of wood. I got to know the guy through Periscope when I used to use Periscope, the live streaming app. and I was watching him making handmade plectrums, so I decided to order some. And by the time I got them, the cost to me was just ridiculous. And he actually stopped shipping. I mean, this was 3 years ago, maybe even longer. He stopped shipping outside the States because the price to the customer was so high. He felt bad about it, so he just stopped shipping outside America. And that was back then. I feel that it's got worse recently. Try and do at least a section a day. Yeah, that's what I try and do, but I don't know what size of section. In fact, I don't even know what size of section I do. It's just the size of the release paper. Hang on, I'll find out. I'll measure it. So the release paper I use is quite thick, but the pieces are quite small, and I like that. So I'll just measure it. Let's see what we get. 15. Oh, try not to lose my finger. 15 by 10.5. 15 centimeters by 10.5 centimeters. I'll try and do one section a day if possible. I've now got 3 sections left on the Tivoli one. I just dropped it, can't see it. Got it. But the very last section of the Tivoli one has a really big area of single colour. So I might actually get it done quicker than 3 days. We'll see. I mean, if I stop and spend time doing this, I'm sort of losing time on that, but I just wanted to get this finished. And then I can finish the Tivoli one and start on my Christmas stuff. Oh, yeah. I've done things like that as well. I've been working on a colour and for some reason changed to a different symbol and kept putting the same colour in. Tammy's done it as well. She's not that patient at picking drills back out. I usually get landed with that job. And the other one is because I number the containers like 1 to whatever, if the symbol on the canvas is a number, I've been caught out with that before. Like, say, on the canvas it's number 3, but the actual number on the container is, say, number 16. I have looked at 3 and thought 3 and took container 3 and it's the wrong colour. I've done that a few times, but it's been a long time since because I double check all the time now. But that's the downside of using numbers for your containers. If your canvas has numbers on it, it's quite easy to get mixed up and put the wrong thing down. I think I need more coffee, yeah. I drink far too much coffee. Try and cut back a bit. So I thought this kit was okay from Amazon. I think it cost about €10. Comes with a frame and perspex, it's not glass. Something a little bit different. Time is it? Nearly 5 o'clock. Okay, well, that's good. Hi Marlon, thanks for dropping in. Good morning. So what have I got left? Looks like that's all the ones. So how are you, Marlon? What did you have for breakfast? Coffee, probably. Like me. Okay, 4 and D. We'll do the 4s. Not much left at all now. Just different shades of blue. I missed a 2. Yeah, cottage cheese, yuck. I don't think I've ever actually tasted cottage cheese. I just look at it and think, that looks disgusting. So I've never tried it. Time for me to go get something made for dinner. Okay, Carly, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for joining in the chat. Remember to watch Squid Game and let me know what you think of it. Stress eating, I don't think it would matter how stressed I was, I wouldn't eat cottage cheese. Cutting up my first with those small bags in about a year. Enjoy. Taking forever, quantities don't feel right. It's supposed to be 200. Yeah, it's about 200. It doesn't look it, but it is. Some are slightly over. Normally, when I'm kitting up, I'm putting them into Tic Tac containers, and a Tic Tac box will take 5 of those bags, so about 1,000. Every once in a while, I'll actually have too many to fit in the Tic Tac out of 5 bags, so I think the numbers can fluctuate a little bit, but I think it should be safe to say you get 200, sometimes maybe a little bit more. Because normally when I do the 5 bags, I've still got a little bit of space at the top of the Tic Tac, but I have had times where I've put 4 bags in, I'm putting in the 5th, and I can't fit them all in, so obviously some of the bags have got a bit more than that. I'm getting some iffy special drills here. Where did you get the kit, Marlon? Oh, the lads. Oh, that's what Ed's been using. Ed's got the larger combination of the normal and the larger ones. I prefer them all to be the same size. just for the way that I work them. It's easier if they're all the same size. And then I use the Craftably Lockables 2XL if I have a lot of one colour or a lot of 2 or 3 colours. I had one with 26,500 310s, and the Craftmates Lockable took all of them. It saves me having to fill it up a lot of Tic Tac containers. I really like using the cases that have got the foam insert so the boxes don't move. Okay. Whoops. So which kit are you doing? Is it a Christmas one? That's what I'm going to be doing after I finish Tivoli. I'm hoping to finish that in about 3 days. And then I've got 2 Christmas diamond paintings I want to do. Odd quirky one from my stash. 20 by 100. That's an unusual size. Did lots of Christmas ones last year. I was going to do Winter Wonderland from Diamond Dots last Christmas, but I was working on something, never got it finished in time, and decided to hang off until this Christmas. So I've got that one to do, but it's pretty big. So I've got another Christmas one that's a lot smaller. So that's from Amazon, and I'm going to do that first. Then the Diamond Dots, and then I think one from Home Craftology, but it's not a Christmas one. I quite like odd and quirky. I like things that are different. Well, I've just read that Bill Clinton has been released from hospital, so I'm very pleased for him. So now I'm starting to see the ones that I missed. Yeah. Definitely. Okay, so what have we got left? A couple of sixes that I missed, or two that I missed, and some Ds. I never missed the Ds, I haven't done the Ds yet. And then Tom the Turtle will be finished. Then I can get back to my Tivoli at Halloween. Hopefully be finishing that one soon. Okay, is that all of the D's? I think it is. Yep. So 2 6s and a 2. Okay, got 2s. That's it, I think. Yep. So, Tom the Turtle is complete. All I have to do now is put him in his frame. But before I do that, I have to trim the edges of the canvas so it fits. In fact, I'll give it a little roll over, press the drills in. So they have little guidelines, I don't know if you can see them, where to trim. Scissors are sticking to the glue. That's it. So hopefully if I tilt it, you get an idea. And then this is the frame that came with it. Little wooden frame. So just a matter of taking these clips out. And then we've got some thin perspex, not glass. It has the protective film to stop grubby finger marks. It was only film on one side. So pop that in. Don't know if there is any, if it matters because it's square. So put them in. So use that way. Turn these back. That's it. Tom the Turtle is complete. So I'm going to head off and have some coffee. Marilyn talked me into it. So thanks to everybody that dropped in and joined in the chat. It's always nice to see familiar names coming in. So I hope you have a good what's left of your Sunday. I don't have that much left. I've got about 6.5 hours left of Sunday. But I'm sure a lot of people have a lot more than me. So thanks for watching. And in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.